Well, in 2021, you were in Coming to America too.
Yes, sir.
What was it like to be in a movie with Eddie Murphy?
Oh, man, bro, that changed my life in terms of how I viewed myself as a comedian. So, and then this is when I also realized how dope social media is, because I got that role because I did a character named Mr. Butterscotch. And Mr. Butterscotch was like with this face mask, and he was just, Mr. Sexy Nigerian Butterscotch. And I created that during a time when Dre was so powerful as an identity. And it was in that time period where 50 and I were trying to figure out what I was gonna do musically. So it was quiet for a while, and the Dre narrative was just getting more and more and more bigger. So I was like, yo, let me just make a comedian relief to this whole situation. And I made Butterscotch when I was laid up one day with a really elegant woman who was like, listen, I want you to try this green juice, try this new face mask, chamomile that I have, open the blinds, look at the skyrise. I'm like, oh. She's like, no, babe, just try it. I'm like, all right. So I'm drinking this smoothie with this mask on, and I'm like, yo, my dad would kill me. Like, who the hell is this guy? Like, I'm in a robe, I'm like in a chinchilla robe. It's just all bad. So then the idea hit me like, yo, what if I just put this on the internet? What if I just like, I made this joke that I made a joke like, yo, I taste like butterscotch. I keep saying that to these girls, just funny. So like, let me just do this. So I press play, put it on the internet, and the first person that retweeted it was Snoop. So Snoop had it going crazy. Then it started going, 50 posted it. Then it just took over, and so I created that content. So now in creating that content, the producer of Coming to America saw that content and called my manager and was like, listen, Rotimi would be amazing for this role because he's working with Wesley Snipes, Eddie Murphy, James Earl Jones. Like, he would fit Tiana Taylor. He would fit perfectly with this cast, with that character that he has. So again, you never know who's watching, man. You never know. So he calls, so he was like, he still needs to put himself on tape. I was like, all right, cool. So I put myself on tape and kill it and get on set. And the first day I'm working with Wesley Snipes, and that was one of the most amazing experiences because Wesley is such a natural, but then he's also, I saw him do things for the crew that I took to my own thing. He bought everyone chocolates and the women roses. He went to the crew and made sure the crew had a food truck. So I was like, oh, this is how the greats stay the greats, because everyone loves them. These legendary stories last forever. Plus, you're incredible at what you do. So the first thing he had told me, Wesley was like, man, just trust your instincts. We just gonna play. Don't even think about the lines. Let's just play. And that experience was incredible. Then the most lit experience was making Eddie Murphy laugh. Like, that was like, oh yeah, you're legit, bro. Because the scene was me walking, dancing, and I made an improv. They were letting us improv, and I improv something, and he was just like, when he did that and said cut, I was like, oh man, like this is totally what it is. So it was super lit, bro. Like, again, it was remembering those stories, remembering where I came from, remembering that this is not even something that I was shooting to do, remembering that all the stories and leading up to this point, man. But it was an incredible story, an incredible situation.
Well, you were part of Wesley's crew.
Yeah, I was part of Wesley's crew.
In that movie.
Yeah.
So you were basically a villain once again.
Yes. And it was like, damn, like, what is it about me that makes me this fucking villain to everybody? God, can't I just smile and just be a heartthrob was goddamn, But again, it was lit. I thought the movie was gonna come out a little differently, but it's still being a part of, something incredible like that. That's legendary, man. That's timeless. So, yeah.
I mean, a lot of people hated on the movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I mean, it's hard to have it be as good as the first one.
Of course.
Right? And like the sexual chocolate part of the We Are Family, like
Yeah.
I must have watched that like 40 times. I thought that was so epic the way they did that.
Yeah.
You know, by bringing back the twin girls and everything else like that. I just thought it was great, man.
Yep.
And listen, you got an Eddie Murphy movie under your belt.
Yes,
How many
I
people
do.
can say that?
Yes, I do. Not a lot of people can say they made Eddie Murphy laugh. That too.
There you go.